What is going on, everybody? I'm here with you, day 1207 in a row. Renaissance Man Show, doing it. Joanne is with me. Joanne, what do you think about us doing a little outdoor skibbity bibbity boo, dealing with it? Crazy world we're living in. I was thinking about how we're just dealing with distraction upon distraction, right? I mean, if you think about how this current cycle is about Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, it's so much fun to hear about those freaking crackerjacks. Well, who cares? Who the freak cares? Oh, Johnny Depp, Pirates of the Caribbean. Great. Okay, so we get to hear about that nonstop. What about with the Gig Lane? Can we hear about Gig Lane? Can I get any of the court briefings from Gig Lane? No, I'm sorry, just Johnny Depp. That's all you can hear about is Johnny Depp or Ukraine. That one we'll talk about ad nauseum. But no, not a Gig Lane. We're not allowed to talk about Gig Lane. So I just think there's a lot of distraction out there. They won't talk about the things that are important. They won't talk about the things that matter. They won't talk about anything that's beneficial to society, and that just kind of bothers me. Anyway, I did want to just pop on quickly for the show. I'm here dealing with some seriously nice weather. And when you got nice weather, you freaking deal with it. What's that, Joanne? No, Joanne, you can't take off your suspenders. She wanted to see if she could take off her suspenders because she really enjoys the weather and it's a non-suspender weather in her eyes. But you know what? You take off those suspenders and things start happening with Joanne. Anyway, how's everybody doing out there? Just popping on very quickly, just a quick 5-minute mark. Just talk about distractions. They are everywhere, and I think it's important for you to be able to recognize them and somehow step away from them and see a different pathway to opportunity. The distractions of this world are intended to take you away from your moment, intended to take you away from your opportunity, intended to take you away from your abilities to be something other than a follower. They want you to follow, they don't want you to lead. They don't want you to do something that's unique. They don't want you to leave a stamp on humanity. That's not something they're down with. So you need to fight against the tide. A journey of somebody who wants to make change is a hard road. But you have to be willing to do the work. You have to be willing to deal with the struggle in order to see a better opportunity for others, a better place for others. And right now, I don't know. I don't feel like there's a dent being made. And I feel like that needs to change. So these little short lives will be a way for us to hopefully break through and get more people to hang. I've heard a lot of really positive feedback. People say they really enjoy the idea of a 30-minute show because then they can see the whole thing. And that actually sounds really cool to me because we can make it an action-packed 30-minute show when I'm back. And with a song, a piece of comedy, a piece of news, and a short rant or a piece of truth coming at you every day. And we'll see. Hopefully people will be able to say, you know what, I could pop in for 30. And I'm getting good feedback on that already. So anyway, the point is a dent has to be made in this negative world. And I refuse to let them keep that from happening. I refuse to let another day go by where we can't reach more people, where we can't gather and build some positivity. It's maybe not a popular thing, but I dig it. I said something to my son and to my daughter. I wanted to explain something because they're caught up in that whole school thing where, oh, I don't know, I can't do that because blah, blah, blah doesn't think it's cool. And I just simply tried to explain that what makes something cool is when she thinks it's cool, not when somebody else thinks it's cool. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. If she thinks something's cool, that's what makes it cool. What somebody else thinks means nothing. Because if she thinks it's cool, that's all I want her to focus on. I don't care what anybody else thinks. What I like, I like. If they don't like it, that's good. That's their perspective. I want everybody to have their own perspective and like the things that they want to like, but don't force those things on others. So, my daughter, for example, talking about Barbie dolls. Oh, well, blah, blah, blah said that Barbie dolls, I don't give a crap what blah, blah, blah says. If you think Barbie dolls are cool, that's what makes Barbie dolls cool, that you think they're cool. And anybody else has anything to say, you tell them to play with the thing they like to play with. It starts when we're young, where these people are just trying to get you to like the things that they like and force their opinions on you from a very young age, dealing with professors who are trying to change someone's mindset and manipulate them from a very young age to think out of their freaking minds nuts. This is a weird world. None of the things that they're pushing make sense. And that's why something happened. A timeline switched. We're in some weird twilight zone, but up is down right now. And positivity is like evil, and negativity is like cool. And so, yeah, freaking twilight zoning it. And so I don't know what we do in order to shift that. I think it's a wave that needs to happen, but we need to build some freaking serious people together in order to make that happen. So let's see how these 5-10 minute mark shows do, and maybe we'll get people to share them and say, you know what, this is the type of stuff we need to be doing, is coming together, recognizing what's going on in the world around us, and making the change necessary in order to see a better future for our families, for our children, for our grandchildren. We're so caught up in our day to day, no one wants to think about the future. That's what I couldn't stand about this whole push about the bugaboo. I'm like, wait a second, everybody's so caught up in this, oh my goodness, they say I may die. And they would not think about what is it going to be like when you stand 10 years in the future and look back at this moment in time. What are you going to say then, 10 years in the future, to your past self? Oh, you did the right thing by believing what they told you. Or are you going to say, maybe, buddy, you should take a freaking few seconds and take a breath and think about what's going on? Think about who's telling you what, who's involved, who's in charge. You only get one day, and they're taking days away from you with all these distractions. They're taking your lives away from you by telling you that something's going to get you. Boogeyman stuff. Oh, you got to do this or else you're going to die. What the freaking hell? You can get hit by a truck tomorrow, man. This 1 second right here is the only thing that's guaranteed. That's it. Nothing else exists. Yesterday happened. 5 minutes ago happened. Think about it, move on, and let's live a life that means something. Let's do something that has an impact. Right now, the impact is all going downhill. There's no positivity taking us anywhere, as far as I can see. A lot of people making sense being censored, and that's a whole different story. But it's a sad thing when I see the amount of people that are out there speaking truth and not being able to be heard. But you can hear plenty of the crap, plenty of the fake agenda, and all of it is very, very frustrating. But anyway, I did want to just pop on quickly with you guys, let you know how much I appreciate you. And again, this is just a little different type of show, but in general, they're going to be short, and they're going to be this way going forward. I'm going to be doing a lot of other stuff off air. I'm going to be dropping movies to you guys, and I'm going to be recording off air. I'll be doing a lot of other stuff to myself and then sharing it with you. But that's necessary because I think when I put a movie out, for example, and people come by, they're like, well, I was on when that was filmed. I don't need to watch it. So I think what's going to be kind of cool is when I say I have something for you guys that no one's ever seen. And all of a sudden I'm bringing you a green screen comedy, something that I filmed by myself and brought to you. And again, this is just trying to see if something different makes a difference. The definition of insanity is to do the same thing over and over, expecting a different result. 1,205 days, we're up to 2,007 days, but 1,200 days plus of the same exact result. Something's got to change. It's got to be me. So we're going to keep this thing short and sweet every day. I appreciate you guys. Remember, share these messages. Tell people we're here every day. I will be back tomorrow, hopefully midday, and with something. I don't know what. Unfortunately, I can't do much except for edit content right now. I have a song I'm working on from just the other day. I'll be hopefully releasing tomorrow, and hopefully I'll see you guys here again tomorrow. So until then, it's Mark Pires, and it's Renaissance, man.